So Metroid fans are not really that toxic compared to, let's just say, Zelda fans or, of course, Star Fox fans. But apparently, now they're upset the fact that Donkey Kong is more popular than Metroid Prime. Yep. So Donkey Kong Country, I think a lot of people were really waiting for a new Donkey Kong game to release, and I really do think a lot we were all let down. Okay, not Donkey Kong. Okay, okay, let's get back off topic. We'll get back on topic. But Donkey Kong Country, some people were let down. Some people were really happy. But one growing thing people do not like about the newest Donkey Kong games is the fact that they removed a lot of the rare things from Donkey Kong. You know, so basically they removed a lot of the rare games. You know, so King K. Rool did not return. The Kremlins did not return. They removed a lot of the rare stuff as well here. Here, but they're upset because this game sold better than Metroid Prime. First of all, Metroid Prime, you know, when it comes to Metroid Prime, you know, Metroid is not a very popular series. I wish Metroid fans would realize this. Metroid as a franchise isn't a very popular series. Okay, I know they have the whole Metroidvania thing going for them, going for Metroid, but Metroid as a franchise, as a series, isn't too popular thing. Okay, isn't really too popular. And Metroidvania was a term made up by Reset Era, and for some reason, every single person refers to games as Metroidvanias, which I think is very stupid. There's no such genre, in my opinion, and I'm gonna stand by this until the end of time. That there's no such genre as Metroidvania. Okay, it is just a term made up by people online to call games as well. But Metroid, I think the main reason why Metroid isn't really too popular is the fact that Metroid has had long hiatuses many, many times. You had Metroid 1 to 2, Super Metroid to Metroid Prime, Metroid Prime, Metroid Other M, to Metroid Dread because Federation Force does not really count as a Metroid game. It Samus Returns as a remake, so as well. And Metroid M was not very good. A lot of people didn't like that game, obviously, as well. And really, when it comes to Metroid, it is not a very popular series. Donkey Kong Country, even like the original SNES titles, sold like 6 to 7 million copies each. Okay. The first Donkey Kong Country game, was one of the best selling SNES games of all time. Okay, the original Donkey Kong Country. Okay. Donkey Kong Country was one of the best selling SNES games. Okay. So more people are interested in Donkey Kong Country than Metroid Prime. It's just a fact. There are original Donkey Kong Country sold like 9 million copies. Donkey Kong is one of the most recognizable fictional characters of all time. Okay, I really just don't understand the hate towards the newer Donkey Kong Country games. Again, it's mostly because of Rare fans being upset over Kremlins being removed. And I wouldn't be too surprised in the next Donkey Kong Country game they remove Rare's designs completely because they're out trying to move on from the Rare era of Donkey Kong. It's obvious at this point. Yeah, and it's obviously at this point, best selling. I know it's because because Rare is not a part of Nintendo anymore. I do think the 90s kids will be upset, obviously, but eventually, people will forget about the rare Donkey Kong games. People will forget about the rare iterations. But SNES Donkey Kong games, obviously. Donkey Kong Country for the SNES sold 9.40 million copies. Okay. Donkey Kong Country 2 sold 15 million copies. And heck, the third one sold 3.51 copies. And that's with the N64 being out. Donkey Kong 64 sold 5.21 million copies. Obviously as well. Yeah, and Donkey Kong Country Returns sold 9.47 million copies. It is because Donkey Kong Country is a very popular franchise. That's the reason why it is. Super Metroid, I think, sold like 2 million copies. Okay? It's like 2 million copies, and, I really just don't understand these people being upset over Donkey Kong Country. Considering the fact that Donkey Kong Country is one of the most popular games Nintendo has ever produced, obviously, as well. So, yeah, that's what this video here. Goodbye.